Contest time! Alex the Comic Hoarder. Alex the Comic Hoarder. My friend. Um, Man, the first time I saw you, and it was thumbing through the clips, and I saw that picture that you have, and it says Alex the Comic Quarter and stuff, and I pressed the video, and then I see you come out. Um, I gotta tell you something, man. Very informative. Your diction and your the way you speak and your vocabulary, very proper, very uh, very educated person. Uh, you are a newsman. You're a news anchor. You're a news anchor, my friend, and you don't know it. I know because I'm surrounded by news anchors every day. You should be a news anchor. Pays a lot of money. Awesome. I love the way you show your books and everything, and I'm jealous of all the books that you have. Especially those what's the Necrotia ones, the X Force ones, the ones that they're all like vampires. Oh, those are so cool, man. And then your Thor. I think you and I are kind of in the same boat of getting a Thor run. Right now, I'm kind of trying to get. I'm not completely committed to getting one, but I'm on the way of kind of being committed. I'm just getting all the cool issues, the ones that I think are cool, the covers and stuff. Thor, I love Thor, but I'm not going to be talking about Thor today, even though I love Thor. Uh, your contest, I guess we'll just get into it. As you can see right now, uh, these are a couple of CGC books that I had gotten just recently. The one on the left, of course, that's amid the chaos there comes a costume. Spidey gets his black costume, Later becomes Venom, and Carnage, and Toxin, and and then Mary Jane, of course. Oh, Mary Jane, I love Mary Jane. Well, uh, you wanted to know about your favorites, the collecting in the book and the series, the character, and to show my stuff. Well, it's Spider-Man, my friend. Spider-Man. Spider-Man. The first video they ever made, I said, in the beginning, there was and ever shall be and always will be Spider-Man. The character has been my friend, my best friend, for over 30 years. And he's been with me through thick and thin, even though at times when I was growing up and as a teenager and stuff, I would leave comics for a while and come back. Life happens. Girls happen, Life happens. Jobs happen. Careers happen. But I always come back or always run into or always reminisce about the adventures of Peter Parker. And not just Peter Parker, Spider-Man. He has probably the best, if not one of the best, if not the best supporting cast of all of comicdom, Hence, where I have Mary Jane on the right. And Aunt May and Uncle Ben and Gwen Stacy and Flash Thompson and Betty Brant and my favorite boss in the whole wide world, J. Jonah Jameson. So I'll be. You said you wanted to see some stuff, so I got these two, and then I got some treasury ones that I had just gotten acquired recently. Right, and I have these. And all of this stuff right now is just stuff that I had gotten recently, I still haven't even touched the stuff that I have when I was a kid. I'm looking for the platinum one though, by the way. These are, it's just. Let's talk about the character of Spider-Man. great power comes great responsibility. With great power comes great responsibility. I don't know how many times that phrase has saved my life, figuratively and literally. And it's a phrase that, a lot of people know because of those Sam Raimi movies and because, these are the movies and all that stuff, right? But I had always quoted that, and I've always had that in my head ever since I was a kid. With great power comes great responsibility. Sometimes, a lot of people just think about, oh, because he has superpowers, he's gonna be careful, this and that, whatever. But it's not just used. I never just use it for that context because of course, I don't have any superpowers or whatever. But great power can be your education. Great power can be your status in life. Great power can be the ability to help people. Great power can be you making a difference. Great power can be, you know what, I can step in and make a difference. Great power can be, I can lend a hand. Great power can be, you are my friend. Great power comes great responsibility. With that power, of course, all of that stuff, your education and the ability to do things, we are responsible. We are held accountable. At the end of this life, at this beautiful adventure we call life, we're going to be held responsible. And we're going to be asked, what did you do? Did you make a difference? And so, I always keep that in mind in everything that I do and everything that I'm at or that I'm witnessing or that I whatever, Because in the end, we all just have each other. And that's why I love this guy. This guy made a mistake. And a mistake that he feels that he needs to pay every day. A mistake that transformed a person or a kid that was selfish into a hero. But the realization that he made a mistake. The realization that he had the power to stop the bad. He had the power to spread goodness, So that's why I love Spider-Man. I love Peter Parker. I always strive to be like him, and it's funny. Like I said before in my other videos, it's funny that in the career that I came into, I'm a photographer, and I have had crappy bosses like J. Jonas Jameson, good ones, bad ones, But anyway, that's who my favorite character is. My favorite storyline or the book of the series, when I grew up with and what I continue to this day is Amazing Spider-Man. Amazing Spider-Man has had its ups and downs the last couple of years, the last 10 years actually. Has had its ups and downs. It's starting to come back up, pick up. But my favorite storyline is Kraven's Last Hunt. And I have the originals, they're just in storage. But every time when a new trade paperback comes out, or any type of new printing of it, I always get it. Because this story is amazing, for lack of a better term. What I had grown up with was Amazing Spider-Man, Web of Spider-Man, and Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, which transitioned into the Spectacular Spider-Man. And then it turned into other things. But anyway, at this moment in time, it was a 6-issue part series where it started at Web of Spider-Man and then ran into Amazing, and then it went into Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man or the Spectacular Spider-Man. Now, this is, to me, is probably one of the best stories. I'm not going to say it's the best, because there are others out there, but this definitely is in the top 2 or 3 top stories of Spider-Man of all time. And a lot of people, I highly recommend for you guys to read it. This copy, as a matter of fact, I had met. It was written by Mr. J.M. DeMatteis, and at a convention here, local convention here in town, I met Mr. DeMatteis, and I took this book and he signed it for me. Check it out. Check it. To Joe. Oh yeah. J.M. DeMatteis. Oh yeah. You know, and it's funny, it was cool because he's a cool guy. I talked with him for a few minutes and stuff, and at that time, he was writing episodes for the new Thundercat series, and we were talking about all that stuff. He's such a great guy, and he's telling me about how being a writer and things like that. Anyway, went off on a tangent. But anyway, I got that sign, so I love it. The story of Spider-Man, Kraven's Last Son, is a very complicated one, very a layered story, where we find Kraven the Hunter hunting down Spider-Man, and he gets him. We're led to believe that maybe he killed him and he buries him. He buries Peter. He buries him in a grave. And as Peter's in the grave, Kraven dons the black suit and goes out and tries to be a superior Spider-Man. Tries to be better than Spider-Man, like Doc Ock, like recently when he had a few years ago. Trying to be better than what his enemy is. But in the end, he fails, or he thinks he wins, Peter Parker comes back. We see his subconscious, what he's going through as he's in the grave, He digs himself out. This is a great image. I love this. This one too, I love it. But he gets out, he ends up fighting with him again, and Kraven lets Vermin, this other little villain, he lets him loose, and Peter goes and then tracks him down, and then Kraven ultimately shoots himself because he feels that he's already accomplished everything and there's nothing else. But what is the moral of the story? The moral of the story. Maybe it's not just the moral of the story, but what exactly is happening here? Kraven dons the costume to become Spider-Man. But the thing is that Kraven doesn't realize throughout the whole story is that Spider-Man isn't just Spider-Man. Spider-Man is Peter Parker. And Peter Parker has set values. Peter Parker is a human being. Peter Parker is a person who is just your average guy trying so hard to make a difference. And he has a sense of responsibility. And Kraven doesn't know that and doesn't realize that and will never know that. Just because you can don a costume doesn't mean you can be heroic. Sometimes the best heroes don't even have costumes. So, my friend Alex, and then throughout this video I'm going to be showing some pictures of some of the stuff that I have. But, yes, Spider-Man, my friend, always will be, now and forever. I saw a meme on Facebook about Civil War. People are on Captain America's side, people are on Iron Man's side, or people are on Carol Danvers' side, and then they show Spider-Man, and then they say, well, wherever Peter goes, wherever Spider-Man goes, I'll follow him. And that's exactly what I want to do too, or what I've been doing. Spider-Man all the way. What can I say? His character has made a huge difference in my life. I've gone down through some rough patches, my friend. Very dark times. But that phrase, with great power comes great responsibility. Oh, man. Anyway, so, recommending 1 to 5 YouTubers I have a few, my friend. Josier, Comics and Things. Great YouTuber. Love his books. Cholula. Oh, Cholula. Great. I just recently subbed to him because of you. And it's great stuff. I love that he loves the way he loves Wolverine and the way he makes comparisons to Wolverine and Juggernaut. That picture that was drawn by Jim Lee, by the way. I remember. I don't know if that was in X-Men #1, the Jim Lee one. I'm not sure. But I think it's in that series. But anyway, that's a great picture. Dork 4. That young lady, awesome. I love the way she reviews books and her unboxings and things like that. Great. Seeking Near Mint Comics. Oh, yes. Another gentleman from Hawaii like Doom 143, who I also shout out and recommend. But Seeking Near Mint Comics, highly recommended. Awesome. Sub to him. He's got great books. And down-to-earth gentleman, knows his stuff. And I'm jealous of all his CGC books, the Spawn ones and the Animosity. I think he's gonna have a contest in January or February. I'm not sure, but he has an Animosity comic in CGC 9.8. I want it. Of course, Mr. Doctor, Dr. Von Chilla. Dr. Von Chilla. Let me tell you something about Mr. Doctor. Dr. Von Chilla. Dr. Von Chilla is a pillar in this community, in this comic book community. He is a wealth of knowledge, a fountain, an unending, overflowing fountain of knowledge of comic books. He loves Captain America. He loves Superman. He loves Spider-Man, And I highly recommend Dr. Von Chilla to everybody. He's a must. Dr. Von Chilla. Shout out to Dr. Von Chilla. Another person that I had just recently discovered, because of you, Daydreams and Nightmares. The gentleman loves his figures and his Dorbies. It's great, and he describes himself as a jack of all trades or of all hobbies, and I love how he reviews things, and he reviews movies, and he reviews all sorts of things. Highly recommended. Him also. Shout out to all these people. Just see your Comics and Things. Cholula, Dork 4, Seeking Near Mint Comics, Dr. Von Chilla, the Doom 143, Freddy's 365 again. Freddy's 365. They're both having a contest. Just like you. Dr. Von Chilla, Daydreams and Nightmares. Well, my friend, I guess that's it. I think that's it. I think that I got it covered. I subscribed to all the people that you wanted. I already had been subscribed to a few, to most of them. So, my friend Alex, congratulations on your 200 subscribers. I hope and I know that you'll reach 1 million very soon. I love your content, man. I love the books that you have. Thank you so much for supporting me also, and for writing your comments on my videos. And you, sir, are a stand-up individual, a family man, hard worker, and I love that you. All the books that you show, that haul that you had about all those variants, Delato and all those guys, that was amazing. Amazing. But anyway, here's to another 1 million subscribers, my friend. God bless you. And again, I hope you change your career to a news anchor, because you got the chops, my friend. I vote for you, sir. Anyway, Alex, God bless you. I hope I win. Because I want that Hellboy. That's one of my grails. Okay. Have a great one. And keep doing what you're doing.